This is story time for why I quit OnlyFans. Alright. So, alright. So the first things first, like when it comes down to like your mental stability, like your brain, your soul, and your eyes are all connected. So when you make a soundful decision, it's supposed to align with your brain, your soul, and your eyes. And when I decided to do OnlyFans, I was thinking about dollar signs. I was thinking about all the possibilities of like making weight for myself without even really trying to figure out like what I could do. So what I could do and what I couldn't do. I just felt like, you know, this would be the best thing for me. Hold on. This would have been the best thing for me because I felt like, you know what? My friend is telling me like, you know, you got a nice body. You should, you can get money off of it. And this was in 2020 when I first started doing it. I wasn't doing it prior to my move to Florida. And it just felt kind of empowering because I've always been in the ego of being like a tomboy and, you know, chasing after men. And it was just crazy that, you know, I got men gawking over me and all of these things. And then I realized, like, what is your soul really worth if you ain't even try? You ain't even live your life yet. You just feel like, you know what? I want the money. I want the dollar signs. I want everything. And I wasn't thinking at that time. And I'm not, this is not to knock down people about, you know, you shouldn't do that. But most people, when you step into the sexual world, if you're not trying to be a porn star, you're trying to survive. You're trying to do things to make money. And that's what I was trying to do. So 2020, I started, it seemed, oh, shit. Back to what I was saying. So I'm literally imagining myself with a certain amount of money, a certain amount of notoriety. And when I first did it in 2020, I'm thinking like, you know what, I'm the shit. Like, nobody could tell me nothing. Nobody in my neighborhood back home, never gonna see them again. None of that. But then I ended up taking a break from it because I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit. So I tried getting a job. I tried different things. Tried an EKG class, but to no avail. That shit didn't work. So of last year, I mean, I've been hit this dude up or whatever because I wanted to do other things like, you know, acting, just trying different things out. If the time ever presented itself, that's really what I wanted to do. But it took a long time coming, and I was in between like a rock and a hard place because I deeply had strong feelings for someone that I grew up with, but it didn't work out because he didn't like me back in that way. So it was just like we would fuck around, we mess around, and he didn't want anything else outside of that. And it just felt draining, like to know that you would give somebody everything and they didn't want that back for you. They just wanted what they wanted. So I did OnlyFans and collaborated with somebody. In my mind, I was thinking like, you know what? I'm going to get money. I'm going to be doing other things. I'm going to be traveling. Like, I'm going to possibly have a boyfriend that's interested in the same thing. And it didn't turn out that way because maybe it's the fact that I didn't travel. I can't focus on why, because when you focus on what didn't happen, like you're saying why or what if, what would have been. So everything definitely happens for a reason, whether I want to accept it or not. So I could just talk about it. Like, I felt like the time that he spent here, it wasn't for work. It wasn't for like personal. It was for business. Like, I felt like it was just you come and then you leave, and then I get the footage and I just post it and that's it. And it was just very tiresome because I also ended up I know from the first day that I seen him that I liked him. Like, I just thought he was so cute. Like, I like when people are in the element of their craft. Like, I'm a creative, so when I see somebody doing something that they like to do, it's just like, wow, there's no limits to what you could do because there's nobody telling you what to do. And that's the number one thing for me. I hate when somebody try to tell me what to do because I'm so defiant when it comes to living by people's rules, abiding by people's rules, or just trying to understand why I can't do what I want to do in the essence of, like, you know, being creative. So if I wanted to be a singer or a dancer or a painter or like somebody that jumps off of buildings, but I do something where it's creative. I don't want somebody to tell me no. Like I hate dream killers. So we were, I find the other name, I don't know what happened to that. So we were just on and off consistently working with each other. And let me tell you why I feel like this was a mistake. I didn't feel like I had an issue with being seen on the internet until one of my neighborhood friends hit me up and explained how he found out about my page. It kind of woke me up. And then my other friends were just telling me, like, you didn't even try with life. You just packed up and moved. And you have to understand, bro, like, once you start doing this, you are a sex worker. Like, don't ever think that, you know, you better than nobody. You can't just, you feel me? This is what you're doing. And when you sat up there and gave your power away to this person, they're making money off you. They're collecting whatever they want from you. And you're supposed to be the prize. The whole purpose of you not working a job or whatever the case may be is so you could thrive and you can make money. But for me, it was like money was one of the factors, but I also liked him. So that's another reason why I was so conflicted. Like, I didn't want to deal with nobody else. I didn't want to collaborate with nobody else. I didn't want to expand my horizon and deal with females. I just thought it was gonna just be me and him through whatever, but it didn't work out that way, and I just ended up being another female. So I just felt like, damn, I didn't even get to really it was hard to breathe a little bit, because it was like he blocked me, so I couldn't see what he was posting, and then he would just be like mad shiesty with it. I mean, he did try to like reach out and stuff like that, but for me, I just felt like you try to play me like I'm desperate for validation or whatever the case may be, when we both agreed that, you know, we was working with each other. So I wasn't like, I understood what he said about him working with other people, but it was deeper than work when you're having sex with other people. So that was another thing that kind of just pushed me off. I'm a selfish lover. I'm selfish. Like, you feel me? If I love you, if I like shit, I ain't love him, but if I liked you, or I'm trying to build with you, I don't want nobody with you. I don't want to share you. I don't feel like that's real love. I feel like it's quality over quantity. Me, I come from stability. I come from survival. I come from love. I come from all that. So I don't know how to be in an environment where I feel content with sharing a man, where I feel content with, you know, sharing myself amongst this to make money. It was just so many conflicting things that kind of like further opened up my spiritual journey. So I ended up just feeling like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. And I just feel like I would have my bouts of it. So with that, I'm not making this video to bash him or anything like that. It's just for people to be informative, to understand that when you do OnlyFans, you're supposed to have all the power. It's certain things you have to do when it comes to talking to guys. You have to do so much just for so little. If you're not robbing these men, if you're not you know, playing with their emotions to get the money and finessing and all that. And I feel like there's so many outlets, and that urge to have money because of social media or just society itself, for you telling you that you can't be broken and be down, is a lie. That's one of our most hidden flaws. Like, the objective to be financially secure so fast. Everything takes time. Do you think it takes one day to build a house? It does not. It doesn't take one day to, you know, have everything all together. So if it takes me years for me to get what I need, that's because that's the duration for my journey. And I had to learn that. I had to understand, like, you know, I'm worth so much more. And the things that I was doing, like, I can't look back and be disgusted, but it's just like, you know, it made me want to get in tune with myself. Like, ugh, you ain't even try. Like, I didn't even try. Like, you feel me? I didn't get to try. So with that, I just felt like, fuck OnlyFans. Fuck, you know, putting myself down. Fuck trying to, you know, try to control men. Trying to control my urge of codependency when I'm not codependent. I've been single for 3 years. I have not had a boyfriend since 2020. I got a little boo thing for sure, like, but he lived in my hometown, like, he lived in my home area. So until I see him or whatever the case may be, that's when I know that, all right, you really for me. You're not just talking, you're not just playing with my head, because it's different when you're around somebody every day. It's different when y'all vibing. It's different when y'all broke. It's different when you just grinding with that person. They accept you for everything. So I have been by myself since I moved to Florida. I have not had no real anything. Like, everything has just been a fragment of something, of possibilities. And I'm tired of possibilities. I'm tired of people, you know, giving me the short end of the stick because of what they feel like I deserve, but it's about what I deserve. So this video is to inform females like myself. I know people be like, oh, I hate that term. We are females, we are women. We are in full control of our destiny. We're in full control of the things that we want, things that we manifest, and things that we speak. I speak positivity into my life. I speak truth. And I have to be real with myself. Are you a prostitute? Are you somebody that's going to be outside sleeping with men from point A to B? Are you going to be willing to sleep with rappers? No. And here's a funny story. I flew out of town for Christmas to meet up with somebody, and I ended up getting cold feet, did not book a hotel to meet that person because I was already booked one. I felt like, you know, I go out there, I meet somebody, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna just do a whole bunch of stuff. I'll possibly show him my music. It didn't even go that way. So me going out there, it was a humbling experience because now I'm having fun. I don't have no responsibilities. This is my second time taking a solo trip, and it just woke me up like, you have not been living. Like, you're doing for others, but you're not doing for yourself. So I knew I wasn't a for real hoe when I flew out and I didn't do anything crazy. I did meet somebody on a plane and we ended up hitting it off, but he just got cold on me. And you feel me? I don't have time to figure out the whys because I'm a very emotional person. I'm a very loyal person until somebody do something to me. So I just felt like, you know, I keep running into the same type of energy because I'm giving off that same energy. I'm giving off that vibe. Like, I'm not where I want to be, where somebody would take me serious. And just because you're not where you want to be doesn't mean they shouldn't take you serious. But why should they? You feel me? Everybody's different. I may feel like, you know, I can give you the world with nothing, but if you don't got nothing to show for it, why would they stick around for you to get your shit together when they got their shit together? It doesn't make any sense. They're not gonna, it's just not what they're gonna do. So I had to deal with that. And when I took my break with OnlyFans, I'm just like, yo, I'm so in tune with my music right now. It's just possibilities. Like, I don't have Logic Pro. I don't have anything. So I just be recording. Like, I just feel like if you have a dream, just, you feel me, hold on to that shit and just breathe into that. That's why I feel like it's fun when I do it. I don't want it to be work. I don't want it to feel like, you know, I'm doing this because I want to get rich. I'm doing this so I don't kill myself. Like, honestly, I'm doing this because I want to experience being in tune with my words and my pain. So when I sit on my microphone and I spit, it's because this is what fulfills me. Like, this is what gives me joy. This is what makes me wake up every day. When I sit down at my desk and I hear a beat and I just start rapping or just writing. That's what I live for. I wanted to be a journalist when I was younger. It's funny, my best friend, her father a journalist. She wanted to be a journalist. I went to school because I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to write poems. I wanted to do fashion, all that. And then my mom died, so I didn't have no motivation to do anything after that. I just pulled out my sewing machine on my table to remind me, like, you know, you do a lot of things. And it's hard for you to forget. I know he ain't barking. Do y'all hear my dog? Hold on. Because my room is dirty, but he just started snoring into it like, girl, shut up. But yeah, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to be. And I feel like OnlyFans is great if you have a strong mentality where you feel like you will not look back at it and frown upon it. If you feel like you could come in and do that, get the bread and leave, and you will never look back and feel like, damn, a moment of clarity, like, this is not what I want. I'm not saying that I'm frowning upon anybody that do OnlyFans. I feel like you could do whatever you want. This is my story. I just feel like I want more for myself, and I just been limited to what I could and could not do due to the fact of other situations that weighed on my mind and just where I'm at. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm out with none of my friends. I'm not used to what I'm used to doing. Like, I'm used to working a 9 to 5, grinding, getting up in the morning in a busy city, surrounded by all different walks of people. Now I'm in suburbia, and that takes a toll. Don't got corner stores, don't got no buses, don't got no trains, don't got nothing. I had a car, sold my car. So everything, all those factors were just weighing on me when it came to my life. And right now I just feel free. Like, I don't have to post myself on the internet to get no money. There's nobody hitting me up like with a dick picture. There's nobody doing any of that. There's nothing. Like, I'm just free. Like, that shit was so annoying having to pretend to be nice. I'm not nice when it comes to men. Like, I don't want to speak to a plethora of men every day. Like, if I'm rocking with a man, like, we're locked in, that's what I want. Like, I'm not focused on none of that. And I came from a very strict background. So it's like, for me to even, do this, and my friends found out, they was shocked. They was like, you coming like that? And it's that splat. It's that splat, bro. But it was something I did. I don't regret it. I feel like it's a learning experience. If I have kids, I will try my everything, my whole breathing, I will sacrifice my life, like my breath, to explain to, if I have children in the future, that this was something that I tried to do to make money. It wasn't something that I feel like I'm selling my soul for, because nobody put a gun to my head and made me do it. But this was something that I just explored, and I don't want you to think less of your parent. I don't want you to feel like, I wouldn't be able to protect you or do anything in fact that would make them feel insecure when it comes to having me as their parent. Because truthfully, we all do things that are questionable when we're in our discovery ages, and I'm still growing every day. Nobody has all the tools. If you had the tools, you'd be rich. You do what you gotta do and die. You feel me? Because once you reach your purpose, you live in that moment until you die. So I feel like I haven't reached my purpose yet. I haven't done what I'm here to do on this earth. Like, I'm in my lane. I know I'm supposed to be a writer because I've been a writer. I know that I'm almost where I need to be outside of all of these people. And let me tell you how I know. I've been going through, for the past 2 years, I've been going through this crazy spiritual awakening where there have been test after test. There have been different situations with random people I don't even know. Random people with outside animosity. Random people from wherever I be at, you feel me? And then even with my music. And I haven't even done anything where it's like, I'm getting major notoriety. It's like I'm not even getting anything. And people tried to take from me. People tried to put me down. People tried to hinder me. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I haven't even gotten to where I want to be. But everything happens. So it's like, it's not that you can't make it. So even with me doing OnlyFans, if I want to be a doctor right now, I could be a doctor. You could be a doctor. With OnlyFans, it doesn't mean I can't go out there and be a nurse. I could be a nurse. If I want to turn around and be a teacher, I could be a teacher. And if that school don't want to hire me because, you had a history of pornography, how can I assure that you don't have no sexual deviant behaviors? Because this is my story. And I feel like anybody that's in my predicament, my shoes, and you're down bad as a woman, that doesn't mean that there's no hope for your future. It doesn't mean that you don't respect yourself. It doesn't mean that your things that you want or your dreams cannot fly because of a moment of being down. So that's why I feel like OnlyFans is a choice. OnlyFans is a safer alternative than, actually being a full-blown sex worker, going outside and meeting gentlemen off the back page. I feel like it was something temporarily for me, but it's not the end of the route for DeMolina. Well, my name is Deja, but this is not the end of the route for myself and my future. And I just felt like this was weighing so heavy on me because, like, my soul been talking to me about, where are you trying to go with yourself? What are you doing? Like, everything's not up in the wind. To have a plan is to be aware. To execute that plan is to be ready. So I have a plan, so I'm aware. I can't execute it right now because I'm not ready, because I'm still gathering all the tools to get to where I want. And I feel like in due time, everything gonna make sense. Everything gonna panel out. If you have the right mindset, the right energy towards what you're trying to do, there's no way that you could fail. I made this song called Can't Lose, and I feel like that song is so motivational to myself that there's nothing on this earth that can stop me from doing what I want to do. Not a person, not a thing, not anything. Like, there's literally nothing for me to lose. There's nothing for me to lose. If I tell myself every day I'm a winner, bro, you're a winner. If I tell myself every day I'm rich, the money don't matter because it's just going to keep coming to me. If you have that mindset that you're rich, I'm rich. Feel me? I started doing OnlyFans. I'm still a boss. The bread's slow. It was slow when I was doing it. It was slow when I had 9,000, not damn near 10,000 followers on Twitter. You feel me? It was slow then. So I'm still rich. And my mindset is even stronger because, like, now it's like, you know what? You stepping away from the hypersexual side of putting yourself out there when you was been supposed to apply the things that you like. Creativity, art, all of that. And I feel like I'm just so open with myself that I can't be embarrassed. I can't feel within myself about it. It's just like, wow, I lived in that moment for what those things were. And I don't think that anyone could bring me down about it because we're adults. This is what life entails, about making better choices and decisions and learning. Like, life is a learning experience. Nobody has the tools. You could sit up there and follow guidelines and do everything the right way and still clock out early, still have an untimely death, still get put in a bad position. It don't even matter about your soul character these days, because even good people be failing, good people be losing out, losing their minds. So it's all about, you know, living life to the furthest extent of authenticity. That's what I feel like is the most important thing. To be myself, my most authentic self. To not hinder myself, not hide myself, let other people's perceptions or thoughts about me weigh the factors of who I am. So when I quit OnlyFans, I quit with the intention that I'm a rich-minded woman. I'm a rich-minded person that applies pressure when it comes to their dreams and goals. Financial stability is on its way. So if you decide to do OnlyFans, I want you to understand that the money not going to come right away. And when you collaborate with somebody, you giving your power away, unless that is your partner. That's somebody that you plan on being with. They respect you. They respect if you decide you don't want to do it no more. They respect how you feel, your mental stability. They respect you as a person. Like, respect. I asked my father today, would you rather have people like you, or you rather have respect? I'd rather be most hated and have respect. Respect is everything. And just because people do sex work do not mean they don't deserve respect. You're human. So this video is for everyone. It's for sex workers. It's for everybody to understand you can do whatever you want. Don't let money be the main goal to survive. And I get it. Like, we cannot survive off of just, you know, dreams, hope, and positivity. You need money at some point. Everybody don't have that key factor to provide for themselves, but sometimes just the thought process of, you know, changing your mind about something could lead you into the route that you was looking for. Because now I'm in full control of everything I do. Like, I'm in full control. And I don't see myself turning back to do OnlyFans again. I think I would just focus on, like, modeling, and it's just so many possibilities of what I could do in the future. Or what I am going to do. Not say could. What I am going to do. What I am going to do is start respecting myself more. Even though I put my foot down with it. Loving myself more. You know, bigging myself up. I already do that, but do it more. Like, I already did what I was supposed to do. I'm already here where I'm supposed to be. Show love. I show love the most high. I show love to my father. I show love to all the people that provide for me. And a person that I'm lacking respect for is myself. Because I'm not showing enough love to myself. I need to show more love every day. Every day. That's how I'm going to win. So I quit OnlyFans because there's more that I could do. And I love myself. And I love the people that do sex work, because when I was doing it, it was a calm community. Nobody making you feel bad for real. The gratification came easily, but I just felt like, you know, that time for that has gone and went. I want to be in skits. I want to be in a Tubi movie. I want to jump off a building, like skydive, like jump off like it's a helicopter on top of the building. I'm jumping out the building with a WWE Money Bank suitcase type shit. Like, just because. Like, that's what I really want to do. Go on a gator boat and fucking see alligators and crocodiles and skin a fish alive and come home and cook it. Like, that's what I want to do. Take a retreat to the Everglades. Just stuff like that. I don't care about men, like, no. And I think it also has to do with the fact that I was abstinent for like 7 months. So was it abstinent or celibate, whichever term, but I did not have sex for 7 months prior. Was it 2022? From 2021 into 2022, I did not have sex for 7 months. So the person that I broke my celibacy pact for, that nigga, the nigga, they don't blurt this out. The dude that I re-invited my body to, it was just so crazy. Like, I just felt everything with him. And that's another reason why I still to this day have a hard time, like, getting over him. I had to put distance in between that situation because it was just too much for me. And I feel like when you like somebody a lot or damn near love them, they have all that power to hurt you, because you'll feel like you're supposed to be with them. You'll feel like, you know what, damn, I really do like you. I'll give you the world if you just gave a chance on me. And for them to just, like, you know, shit on you act like, you know, well, you don't got your ducks in a row, so I can't be with you. That shit awakens something in you where it's like, you know what? It's not because I lack this, it's what they're lacking. And by me feeling like I'm lacking something, I'm not loving myself. I'm not respecting myself. So I shouldn't have to wait on somebody to, you know, acknowledge me or to, you know, just work with me slowly to get where I need to be. Like, you feel me? Because everybody got flaws. And I feel like for me to have to prove myself or just do something that's not aligned with who I'm trying to be, that's giving too much. That's too much power I'm giving away to somebody else. And I don't have that right now to give my power away when that's really the main thing I'm standing on. I'm standing in power. I'm not in a room where I can give my power out. I'm not in a room where I can sit there and see where it's a dude making sense where it comes to why you can't start off with the basis. You feel me? When somebody vibing with you, somebody love you, they walk in the park with you with $0. They walk with you wherever. They make you work till you get certain steps to get where you want to be. So when it comes to hypersexuality, you know, the enigma of sex and power and all that, being a woman, especially, we are the most delicate thing that there is. When it comes to being overly masculine, it's because due to the survival, the growth of how you had to live. In my relationships, I was always the dominant one. So when it comes to working, it comes to providing, loving, all of that, I had to provide the best way I knew how when it came to that. So I used to rule in my masculinity. And then I met somebody that made me want to calm down and just be all feminine to the point where it's like I accepted help, you know? And another thing with the OnlyFans thing, that also helped with my femininity because it was like, wow, I used to be a tomboy, long t-shirt and cargos, sweatpants and a shortcut or a hat. So for people to, like, you know, accentuate my body, it felt nice, but for what it's worth, it's not worth shit, to be honest. It's not worth shit. And you could still be a bad bitch. You still gonna see me pop out in a bathing suit or whatever the case may be, or look good on the gram or whatever the case may be. But I just felt like OnlyFans is not for me because my mental health, it's a uphill battle. Like, there be times where I just be feeling like I don't want to do anything. There be times where I don't want to talk to nobody. And I feel like when you have mental health issues, you can't focus on sex work. You can't focus on being this delightful toy for men on the internet. Because what about your feelings? The money is coming, but you're broken inside. And I wouldn't say I was broken for real. It's just like I'm broke in my pockets. So damn, I ain't broke inside. My pockets is empty. My pockets is empty. But with this, is just like, damn, I lived. I did whatever the hell I wanted to do. I'm still doing whatever the hell I want to do. And I don't care. I don't give a damn. So that's what this video is for. This video is to show I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm living. I'm living to thrive. I'm living to do. I'm living to grow. And I'm living to understand. And those are the most important things for me to remember. And I want people to come to my YouTube channel to understand who I am, where I'm going, what I'm trying to do. And that's it. So that's my video. And I'm going to try to drop more content. I know it's probably supposed to be like more dramatic, but this is real. It wasn't as crazy as I imagined it to be. My videos, I don't want to set intentions on disrespecting anybody or any of that, because I don't care. Yeah, so that's it.